As with all the related issues on coronavirus, we have scanty time to read hard copies, newspapers, but we do have some dedicated, if not loyal ones, always in the studio, and it's always the most circulated. The Daily Graphic, the Ghanaian Times, and a couple of them we have in the studio. We'll take a look at three of them we do have. Then we'll go to myjoyonline.com and get you all the relevant polls internationally. After that, we'll wrap up with some, latest on what the figures are. Our case numbers have increased, and so we need also to touch base with the world statistics and get to know what the latest figures are across board. But let's start with the Daily Graphic. Has on the front page that story that Fred Smith brought to you. Great compilation, and that was from our head of the health desk, Fred Smith, bringing to us that. So it's well captured also on the front page of the Daily Graphic, and it says China sends in COVID-19 supplies. That's on page 11 of the paper. It has captured, and the captions read, on the right, Mr. Sha Xinjing, who is the economic counselor of the Chinese embassy right here in Ghana, briefing the foreign minister, Shirley Ayokoboche, Minister of Foreign Affairs, of course, and Kweku Ajimamenu, the Minister of Health, is also inserted in that picture. But also there is the Chinese ambassador, Shi Chengwang, and they did the handing over. Well-received ceremony. Now we also do have Ghana Water Company ready to provide uninterrupted water, they are saying, and it follows the president's announcement of the relief package of 3 months, no bills for any Ghanaian household that is connected to Ghana Water pipelines. That's a good one. I received it with some great joy. At least it means that can use water without having any hunch or trepidation about the bills I'm going to pay at the end of the month. That's money kept in my pocket, literally. Banks also cut interest rates. They're donating 10 million Ghana cedis towards the COVID-19 fund, and the fight is on. Mortuaries, though, could see congestion. At least we do know a number of individuals and officials who had funerals before the lockdown decided to postpone it, and so we have more bodies in there. Now, within the period, more people are dying. It also means that because of the lockdown, we decided that, look, no funerals. So we're going to wait and see how they pile up. We're going to find what the numbers are ultimately. But beneath that caption is Kolebu, the mortuary manager at Kolebu is advising families to organize private burials. I side with him. I agree, concurring. So that's it. On the back page of the Daily Graphic, the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development continues its disinfection exercise, and those disinfectants were used in central and the western and western north regions. So has an inserted picture. Meanwhile, Asante Asokore Hene embarks on COVID-19 sensitization. Nana Krobia Asante is Omai Hene of the Asante Asokore traditional area. Let's go to page 16. That's the center spread. It says 6 companies donate to COVID-19 trust fund. And we have government also selecting 5 companies to produce nose masks according to what the announcements are. But local poultry apparently struggling under COVID. Yeah, we've been eating chicken, but it looks like we've only been concentrating on imported chicken. All right, we should eat everything local, I think so. This COVID fight has shown us that we need to produce things ourselves, because we do have the capacity. Now let's go to the Ghanaian Times. The Ghanaian Times has the front page story. Nation on urge to extend 2-week lockdown or not. The figures have not been coming down. They've not been flattening as the medical people would want us to assume. Yeah, so that's the difficulty and the conundrum for government. or the president for that matter. It says the nation on edge as it awaits test result of some 15,000 and over contact traced persons. Our numbers now from 214 over the last 12 hours. We just woke up to 287. We'll tell you what the worldwide figures are and how Ghana features in there. Also on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, 127 Central Region market disinfected by the Ministry for Local Government and Rural Development. AXA Energy, though, is also donating some 2.5 million Ghana cedis. That's $500,000 to COVID-19 National Trust Fund. Even less than $500,000. We also do have COVID-19 as Child Rights International applauding government for the social protection plan or intervention so far announced, mainly by the president in his address. Meanwhile, down there, the NCC director arrested for allegedly producing fake sanitizers has his news embedded in the daily graphic. Ghanaian Times. Center spread, nation on edge. That story is widely produced in the center spread of the Ghanaian Times, but also being featured in the gutter there, almost like. We have President appointing Okoboy, a Deputy Minister of Health designate. Okoboy, Dr. Okoboy is a member of parliament for Lejokuku. Okay, so that'll make it, that'll be it for the newspapers for now. Let me do a last one. The last one I have, the New Crusading Guide. So we have the New Crusading Guide, has on the front page. So the New Crusading Guide has on the front page, Chinese, they have donated to Ghana. And so the New Crusading Guide will give you all the latest. China assists Ghana with PPEs. And the Minister of Sanitation is also advising Ghanaians, use water wisely. Because it's free, it doesn't mean that we have to waste it. President beefs up COVID-19 team, names Okoboy Deputy Health Minister. We'll take you to myjoyonline.com and let's get the latest update of great news, all published, aggregated, as I like using, on the homepage, as well as all the relevant sections of the best news portal you can find ever in Ghana. And straight away,